Hello buddy, it's Bendominator and welcome back to yet another episode of the Bendominator podcast. Today is episode 5 of the Bendominator podcast, and yeah, I'm pretty excited to be doing yet another episode of this. I love doing the podcast, and I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Alright, so yeah, we actually did get an update this week, which it feels like it because, I'm really excited because we got a lot of good skin leaks this week, and that was really, really cool. The actual content of the update, wasn't really there. We got, a new LTM, and they added some superpowers and barely buffed the combat shotgun. But, I mean, it's still an update, and it was still content, so I'm happy about it. And we could possibly be getting an update this week, or next week, most likely. But, yeah, very, very exciting stuff. I'm expecting either an update this Thursday or next Tuesday is kind of when I'm thinking we're going to get the next update. And I think that's going to kick off Fortnitemares a little bit, so I'm really excited for that. That's going to be very, very exciting. But so yeah, now I want to talk about some of the videos that I actually made this week. We started the week I made the Daredevil skin video, the tournament. That was before the update. We weren't sure if we were going to get the update yet, but yeah, I made the video about that. I talked about the Daredevil skin and the possibility of the update, and of course, that came true. I was kind of crunched for time on that video, so sorry if that video seemed a little bit rushed. I just wanted to be able to make the video in time and kind of get all my thoughts out there, and I just did not have a lot of time to do it, but I think the video turned out pretty well regardless, so, and you guys seem to really enjoy it, so thank you guys for that. The other video I made was the unreleased skins video, and that video was pretty fun to make, because I actually did it differently this time. I ranked the skins instead. I want to do a lot more ranking stuff. I used to watch a lot of the Smith plays and I still do actually. I used to watch a lot of his old Fortnite ranking videos, and I always kind of wanted to make videos like that as well. So I might be taking a page from the Smith plays book, put my own spin on it. Of course, don't want to copy exactly what he did, even though ranking skins isn't the most original idea in the world. But yeah, I kind of want to do more ranking videos like that. But I don't know if the unreleased skins video is the best place to do it. I feel like you guys probably prefer me just talking about the stuff instead of ranking everything. And I feel like that too. I just wanted to try something a little bit different for this one. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about ranking videos, and should I do ranking unreleased skins again, or should I just talk about them like I have in previous videos? I'd actually really like to hear your feedback on that. Speaking of feedback, I'd love to hear your opinion on the podcast and any questions or comments that you have for me to read off in the next podcast. We're going to be reading off a few comments today again, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, that was a fun video to make. Yeah, and then I made the Minecraft video. That took me I started making that Minecraft video. We recorded it. Me and Hunterfell recorded it. We recorded it on Saturday. I think we recorded it on Saturday, and then I didn't really do anything with it on Sunday. I remember I made the thumbnail. I made the thumbnail on Saturday as well. I updated a little bit on Sunday, and then I started editing it on Monday, and I didn't finish it. I didn't finish editing it until Tuesday, so I spent 2 days editing, which was probably 5 hours of editing, maybe more, probably more actually. That was a crazy video. I did a lot of stuff. It was very experimental for me, so I'd love to hear what you guys thought about that video. If you haven't seen it already, it's the Can You Beat Minecraft one chunk at a time. I'd really be curious to see what you guys think of that, because I did spend a whole lot of time editing it. I did some experimental stuff with the editing. Some of it I don't feel like turned out very well. Some of it I think did turn out well. So yeah, I'd love to hear your guys' opinion on that, so I can make the next few Minecraft videos a bit better, because yeah, Minecraft's gonna be a thing on the channel. I think not as much as Fortnite is, but I'm thinking once or twice a week I'm gonna do a Minecraft video, so look out for that. I know a lot of you guys enjoy Minecraft, so that's exciting. And then, of course, I made the What Can We See in 14.40 video. That was pretty much me just finding all the news that I possibly could about the next update and just making a video on it. It was definitely more of a news video. That was kind of like the Daredevil video and that video were both the best, like the videos that did the best, and they were both like news videos. So it seems you guys really do enjoy the news videos a bit more than the opinionated ones, but so yeah, that's cool. I'm glad that you guys really like the news videos. I want to kind of change it up a little bit though, because I know that's not very unique to do news videos. I know a lot of people do that. I still want to do them, but I'm kind of playing around with the format. I want to do something a little bit different with them. Like, this week has been kind of experimental for me. Like the unreleased skins video, I did ranking, so it felt a little bit different than everybody else's videos on unreleased skins. I did like a lot of cool editing with the Minecraft video. Sorry for bumping my mic. And the news videos I didn't really experiment with too much, but I want to in the future. I want to make them a bit more unique. And if you guys have any ideas for how I could do that, that would be really appreciated. But yeah, I want to do more unique stuff is what I'm trying to get at, but I want to make the same kind of videos. I want to make videos talking about Fortnite news. I want to make Minecraft gameplay stuff. But it's all about the way that I do it, and I want to make sure that I feel unique. I don't want to feel like a copy of other people. I want my channel to feel unique in presentation. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm going with that. So yeah, really happy with the videos this week. I think this week was a good week for videos. And yeah, I'm going to turn it over. Before I get to Fortnite topics, I actually wanted to read some comments. There's a comment that I missed. If you guys don't know, the last episode was me and Hunter Fella. So I did actually miss a few comments because we had so much to talk about. I was not expecting that episode to go so smoothly with topics. That's actually the longest episode of the podcast yet. We just had so much to talk about. But yeah, that was a really fun episode, and I think you guys really enjoyed it. But yeah, I wanted to cover a comment here from Nightkeeper because it's actually a big one that I missed. This is on episode 3 of the podcast, actually, so I wanted to talk about this. He says, "Man, do I miss old Fortnite. You really made it clear when you said everyone has an equal chance at getting stuff and fighting instead of dropping an Iron Man base and stuff. Season 3 of this chapter was the closest we got to old Fortnite. We got consistent map changes, weekly items, like the flare gun and fireflies. We had bi-weekly updates, which I don't care if they did bi-weekly updates, but still. And it was updates nonetheless. Last season, most fun we've had since season 7. Last season also brought LTMs back. I really did like Chapter 2 Season 3. I think a lot of other people did too. I've seen a lot of people say that Chapter 2 Season 2 is their favorite. I don't know, man. I just can't agree with that. I really did not like Chapter 2 Season 2 at all. And it's really funny because people say they love that season, and then they say they hate Chapter 2 Season 1 because it was too long. And Chapter 2 Season 2 was long, wasn't it? It was either almost as long or longer than Season 1. So, yeah, I don't know. I think my two favorite seasons of this chapter were Chapter 2 Season 1 and Chapter 2 Season 3. I think those were my favorites. This chapter, I think Chapter 2 Season 3 was better than Chapter 2 Season 1, but Chapter 2 Season 1 was really nice, man. It felt like Fortnite. I think it's the most Fortnite chapter because it didn't have henchmen, it didn't have like mythics. Sure, we didn't get a lot of content, but we did get quite a bit of content, just not as much as we were used to. But I think it was still fun. I mean, the only thing that really I feel like it needed was new weapons and items. They didn't really add anything other than like the harpoon gun. I really think that season could have used some weapons and stuff, but other than that, I feel like Chapter 2 Season 1 was really, really good. We got a whole new map, like, come on guys, we got a whole new map. People say, oh, this didn't have any content. We got a whole new map, we got Fort Nightmares, we got the Christmas stuff. Yeah, it would have been nice if it was multiple seasons and not that long, but still, I think it was a pretty good season. But I think Chapter 2 Season 3 kind of beats it for me. Because it was short and sweet. We got consistent updates. We got cars. The battle pass was good. Like all that stuff. Only thing I didn't like about it was the mythics and the henchmen. But those were pretty. Like those weren't as in your face. There were the marauders though, and that was kind of rough. But yeah, I don't have nearly as many complaints as I have for other seasons. So that's pretty cool. And I kind of have like a bias against Chapter 2 Season 2 because it introduced like my least favorite thing in the game, which is the henchmen and all that kind of stuff. It kind of changed Fortnite in a way. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on the chapters. But Nightkeeper has some questions here. He says, what are your thoughts on creative being left behind, not being updated a lot? I feel like there's a really big missed opportunity with creative mode. I feel like there's so much they could do with it, but they just don't. And I don't know why. I don't know if they're waiting to do something big. But yeah, it's just kind of disappointing, you know. I do feel like it's kind of weird though for people to be like I mean, it might be weird for me cuz I'm not a huge person when it comes to building stuff in creative. But I feel like you already have so many options. Like it's kind of odd for me to see a bunch of people like begging for more stuff, like begging for devices and all that stuff. I mean, I guess I get it if you're a creative person and you really like building in creative, but for me, like I see all those options, I'm still overwhelmed by all the devices and stuff. Like honestly, I feel like we already have so much in creative that I mean, like there's a bunch they could still add for sure, but it's like I don't know. I feel like for now we should be like content with what we have in creative because it's really crazy. But yeah, definitely I feel like there is still some missed opportunity there. I feel like they could make it super big. I feel like it could be like even be its own game. But like yeah, I think that, but at the same time it's like we already get so much, like we already have so much in creative. Like I feel like there's definitely stuff they could add, but like I feel like we just need to be happy with what creative is like right now because honestly, like it's still really good. Like there's still a lot. There's still a lot of options. So yeah, there's still a lot of cool prefabs missing though from the new map. But they're slowly getting them out there. I mean, they added a new prefab. I think it was like yesterday or today. I feel like I thought I saw that. That might be incorrect, but yeah, very, very, very cool. He also asks, do you think cars will be vaulted? I don't think they will be vaulted unless we go back to the old map. If we go back to the old map, then I think they'll be vaulted. Because they just wouldn't work unless they like remaster the old map. Which they might. But I don't think that would make people very happy. People want the old map because of the old graphics, not because people don't like the new graphics. So if they remastered the old, I feel like if they remastered the old map, more people would be upset than happy. So that would be kind of upsetting. But honestly, I can't see them going back to the old map. I talked about it last podcast and the podcast before that. I keep going back and forth, but now it's just like the thing is so weird because they would be so easy for them. They would make so much money if they just went back to the old map. But I just can't see them doing it because the old map was so limited. But I mean they still did pull stuff off. I don't know. That's why if you guys want to watch, I made a video on what if they made a Fortnite Classic game. You can go watch that if you want more details on that. But I feel like that would be the best way to bring back old stuff to the game. All right. He also asks, what do you think about the LTMs this season? How do you feel about last season being brought back and being removed again this season? Wait, how do you feel about LTMs last season being brought back and being removed again this season? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is actually interesting. They brought back... Yeah, that's another thing that made last season so good. They actually had LTMs. This season... What, they brought out solid gold for like a day or two, and then now we just get Marvel LTMs, which are really fun, by the way. I think the Marvel LTMs are really fun. It almost makes me wish that the Marvel LTMs were like, that's what the superpowers were in and nothing else, but yeah, the Marvel LTMs are fun. And then oh man, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, they've been adding like racing LTMs. That's pretty interesting. The taxi mode was really fun. But yeah, I still wish we could get old like things like solid gold and stuff like that, cuz it just feels so classic. It feels so nice. But at the same time, last season I really did like the LTMs, but a lot of the time I realized and I remembered, and this might be for me personally, but I remembered playing those old LTMs like solid gold and stuff. I was like, wait, some of these are actually kind of really bad and unbalanced. Like, solid gold sounds fun on paper, but it is just, man, it's annoying because everybody, the fact that everyone has the same rarity of weapon makes it feel like you might as well have everyone have a common weapon, you know. It doesn't feel very it's balanced, but it's like it feels too balanced, you know? Like you never have an edge on someone because you have a better weapon than them, and you never quite like have the satisfaction of finding a good weapon because every weapon is a gold. Like you might as well have every weapon be a common or every weapon be an uncommon. Like I don't know. I feel like having it sounds fun on paper having only gold weapons, but like in reality it's just like it's not that exciting and it's not that fun. So that's just my take on it. I mean, but like it's still fun to play. It's still fun to change up the gameplay there. And I feel like that last season felt so fresh. I felt like we weren't because you know, Fortnite's always been like, all right, they release an update. All right, what's the next update gonna be? When's the next update? What like we get an update literally the day of the update. People are like, all right, so when's the next update? Last season we had that, but I feel like me personally, I wasn't always waiting for the next update last season. I was just having fun with the game, especially because the LTMs were just so much fun because like even if they were bad, even if I didn't really like them, it was still something different. You could still hop into an LTM and experience something new. And I think that's what made them so fun. Uh, it made the season feel like it was more varied. It made it feel like there was more variety. And it just kept me playing the game. And if they had those still like, if they had those types of LTMs again, I would probably keep playing. I would probably be playing more. But I mean, yeah, it is what it is. What guns would you want to see a buff or nerf for next season? I think if they keep the combat, which I bet they're probably just gonna get rid of the combat next season. I want to see it buffed again. I feel like it's still not very good. It's usable now, but I feel like it could still be better. But I don't want it to be overpowered because nobody liked it when it was overpowered. Um, but yeah, I feel like they kind of nerfed that thing into the ground to the point where it's like it might as well not even be in the game. Like, and they buffed it now, but it's like it's still not very good. It's usable, but like still, I don't want to use it over. I'm still not gonna use it over a charge or a pump. But yeah, at least I'd rather have it in the game than the attack. I'll say that because the attack was just terrible. But if they buffed the attack, then I'd rather have that. If they made the attack back to its former glory. I think all shotguns just need a buff. I think shotguns are just so weak right now. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like every time I use a shotgun, I can hit a headshot for like 150 damage, and then the next shot I hit a headshot for like 20 damage. It feels inconsistent, and I don't know what it is. I feel like all shotguns, I feel like this has been a problem for a while now. I feel like Chapter 2 Season 2 shotguns felt really good. Chapter 2 Season 3, we didn't really have a lot of options. You kind of just had to use the charge, and the charge is fun. The charge is really cool. But it's really satisfying, but it's not like the same. It's not the same as the pump, and the pump is just such a satisfying weapon to use. But now it's just like you have the pump or the charge. The pump seems good and it's fun to use, but the charge just seems better. So yeah, I'm not really sure. But yeah, I feel like all shotguns just could use a giant buff, I feel like. Alright, so I'm gonna go to questions for the Hunter Fella why did I say that? Hunter Fella is on the podcast, the Bendominator podcast number 4. Don't know why I read out the whole title, but I started it, so I might as well just do that all the way. But yeah, that's the thing about the podcast, guys. I can't cut stuff out because then it's not a podcast. I mean, I guess I could, but like, I like keeping it authentic. You know, that's the point. of the podcast. Um, so yeah, Ordinary YT says my season 5 Christmas wish is there to be no mythics and bots. I miss classic Fortnite, dude. Next season, I am so like nervously excited for it because I really want next season to be good, because if there's a bad season during Christmas time, like, they can't do that to us. Like, come on, we gotta have a good Christmas season. We gotta have that. Season 7 was so good. There were planes. Planes were fun though. I mean, like, a lot of people didn't like them, but I felt like they were fun. It felt like Fortnite. It was, I don't know. Season 7 is weird. I liked it and I didn't, but I just really hope this season or the next season, season 5, is just gonna be good. I really want it to be good. I want it to just be a classic Fortnite Christmas time, but I feel like I'm gonna be really disappointed, so that's why I'm like cautiously excited for it. Yeah, Star says, what would be your dream Christmas season? Christmas Battle Pass, first off, something like season 7's. Just like a nice Christmas Battle Pass. Good Christmas skins. Bring some new weapons. Give us some new weapons. Give us like I don't even know. Give us cool, fun, creative weapons like a candy cane launcher or something. I don't know. Anything. Give us stuff like that. I want cool stuff. Make the map snowy. Maybe add a new snowy biome. I don't know. That would be cool. Maybe cool map changes. Just something neat. But yeah, that would be fun. But yeah. Sorry, I'm looking for questions now. So sorry if I sound distracted. I think that's a bit like all the ones I wanted to answer. So thank you to everyone who gave me questions, and we're gonna move on to some Fortnite topics now. And yeah, so I've been seeing a lot of people talking about the old lobby designs, like the old like animated lobbies, and how now they're kind of just boring. They're like 2D images, and I think I kind of agree with that. Like the new lobbies are just kind of bland in a way, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think the lobbies is like the biggest thing to talk about, because I see people in these comment threads are like, oh yeah, the lobby Fortnite's not what it used to be because the lobby, like, I get how there's a connection to old Fortnite with these lobbies, and they are nostalgic, but I really don't think the lobby is that big of a deal. But yes, it was very, very cool when we got more in-depth lobbies. It was really cool when we got like these whole 3D environments in the lobbies. There's two reasons why people are saying that these are gone now. One reason is because the person who actually made these lobbies isn't working for Epic anymore. And to that I say, there was only one person making these? Like, that's pretty impressive. But yeah, there was only one person working on these lobbies. That's pretty cool. Maybe there wasn't. Maybe it was like the head of like art direction for these. But like, they couldn't just hire more people to do this. Like, I feel like if they really wanted to make these 3D lobbies again, they would. And that's kind of where I get to the point where it's like, I feel like the lobby screens aren't really Epic's concern, and I feel like they don't really care what the lobbies look like now. They just kind of throw them together. Like, this lobby screen is literally just the model of the ship. What was it? The helicarrier that they already have. So it's like, that was pretty easy for them to make. Last season's lobby was kind of unique. It was kind of bland though, but it was kind of unique. I don't know. I hope we get a new lobby. We'll probably get a new lobby for Halloween. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of disappointing to see all these unique lobby screens go, but I mean, I don't think it's a huge deal. But then the other reason people are saying is because on mobile and like Nintendo Switch, it would be like super laggy and stuff. But like, that's just bad. I feel like at that point, that's just like they couldn't be that intensive, right? Like that's just like, they just need to figure out a way to like I feel like they can make lobbies like that, but make it less graphically intensive. but instead they're just kind of doing it the easy way, which I don't blame them for, because why would they care about the lobby screen? I feel like, does Epic really need to care that much about what the lobby screen looks like? I mean, it would be nice, but I don't really think, I don't think Epic cares, and I don't know. I wish they cared. I wish they cared about the lobby screens a bit more, but I guess not. So yeah, that's just kind of what I think about that. I do miss the old lobby screens, but I don't blame Epic for not really trying. I wish they did, but I mean, I don't think the lobby screen is their priority anymore. I don't think it ever was. I think the fact that they had someone who was that talented at it worked in their favor, because they didn't really have to think about it too much. They just had to have this guy make it, approve it, all that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't that simple, but you know, you get what I mean. But yeah, we got some interesting stuff about like Fortnitemares and stuff. Like apparently there's gonna be like some candies and stuff, all that kind of cool stuff. Pretty exciting, honestly. I'm excited for Fortnitemares this year. I really hope it's good. I feel like it's not gonna be as good as the previous years, but just because the season I feel like is like the worst season we've had around this time of year. But I mean, I'm still excited for it, so that's gonna be fun. I think that's gonna do it for the podcast today, guys. I really didn't have a lot to talk about, so I'm sorry if this podcast is short. Yeah, there's stuff to talk about, but I feel like I don't know. I don't have much to say beyond that, so I think I'm gonna call it for this podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching to the end, again, sorry it was short, but yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next podcast or the next video or the next live stream, whatever it may be. Be sure to subscribe, because I do podcasts every week and videos all the time about Fortnite and some Minecraft stuff too. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye.